I did promise you that this Toycember was going to include a lot of the oddball transforming toy lines that weren't Transformers, and I figured this is probably the most oddball of them all. Before you is a toy called Beetlesteamtrain. Beetlesteamtrain. Yes, it's a very creative toy line. This is actually from a toy line called Unitrobo or Unitroborn, depending on what listing you're looking at. But what you see before you is actually part of Machine Robo in Japan. Yeah, these are descendants of GoBots, oddly enough. This is one of the oddest toy lines I've ever come across, and you will see why in a bit, though I will admit today's entry is a little bit tame. So for starters, yeah, you just get this little beetle. It's very shiny and smooth, very organic looking. You can see my ring light in it. But beyond that, yeah, it's just a beetle. There's nothing really mechanical or machine about it. You get red painted eyes, a little bit of orange on the shell just to give it a little bit of color. But beyond that, it's just glossy brown plastic. Nothing really shocking about it. If you were in Japan and giant beetles were a thing, this would be just about like a normal sized beetle that you would find. But then you have this locomotive. And this is actually a pretty nice piece. I do like the look of an old steam train. I'm not like a train hobbyist or aficionado or anything. I just like how heavy these look as machines. I just like how they, I just like that style. And you can see this is pretty well detailed here. Like it's got little bits of gold and a little bit of silver along the side. You got like the actual marking for the train on the front, and the light is painted. Windows are painted in gold. That's a little bit odd. But sculpt-wise, everything is there. You can see it has all the wheels and all of the components for said wheels. It's got a little bit of what looks like a coal car in the back with that kind of scaling texture. The smokestack and all that done. The wheels are all fake, by the way. You can roll it, but it's on those two little rollers in the middle that you see there. So what makes this toy line odd, aside from the fact that a beetle and a train came in a 2-pack? Well, they are spring-loaded activation toys. I will admit, this one is not as spring-loaded as many others, but you do get an idea of how this works and how odd this gets. So, you see the little orange clips in there? I can overlap the tabs and clips, and it will start auto-forming things. And if I had actually... Can I get that to work? Can I get that to work properly? Let's see if it actually does. Yeah, okay, there we go. All of them have some kind of spring out, like semi-transformation, but this one has a lot more manual than most. So we will let neck and tail extend. I will then flip out the arms as a manual portion of the transformation. There we go. And now you have a combined beast. Something of an extremely anemic brontosaurus, I assume. But no, this just general monster creature with a super long neck and like super weird mouth thing. That is your essentially your robot mode. Yeah. No, I can't explain it. It's like I said, one of the more unusual things I've ever had to have ever looked at as a toy. So you have a lot more orange paint going on now, which is a nice way of bringing the orange from the Beetle in. You've got these details and stickers, which look like audio visualizers. You have that in the mouth, too. And that's just kind of a running theme of this franchise. A lot of the toys actually feature that as a major detail. And beyond that, that's pretty much it. Like, these are gimmicky toys. Like, you slap two very odd random things together, let them spring out, and then you have a weird random mishmash animal. But it does still manage to be a fun, goofy little toy. I mean, obviously, like, when it's this oddball, yeah, it's gonna be a lot of fun. As long as you go in knowing what you are getting, as in you're looking for that, like, goofy, like, combine and watch them transform experience, then you're gonna be fine. Just pick your favorite odd combo and just have fun. There's vehicles, animals, food, everyday objects. They've done a lot of weird stuff. This is frankly, like I said, one of the more tame ones, and it turns into this horrifying, like, like H.R. Geiger monster. But that said, I might show you another one tomorrow that definitely gets a little bit weirder. This is just a sampling, so join me for tomorrow. If I feel like if I can dig it up, if I can find out what I did with it, I will show you an even odder one.
Analysis complete. Adapting translators to local language.
Are you out there?